what's the issue here. The Black manosphere, we've been talking about this ad nauseum for years, about how these women are carrying themselves in public. They are objectifying themselves. Now let's get into this.
Older women try to give game to younger women. It always circles back to being about a man. No disrespect to Felicia Rashad.
It's not about circling back to being about a man. It's about how you are carrying yourself for Black people. Okay, generally, the image of Black people. If you're going to contribute to the whole image, because that's what it is. And let's just face it, that's what it is. If you want to contribute to the whole image of Black women, since we want to talk about pro-Black stuff, listen, we have to have standards out here. Men and women they both need to have standards about how they are carrying themselves in public as far as the image is concerned. If the only image that we have of Black women is that of women twerking on tables, taking their clothes off, doing sexual dances, and things of that nature, then what do you expect? You're going to be treated that way. I don't understand what is so hard to understand here. Because that's all that it's doing. You behaving in certain ways will make someone think, oh, that person is available for a good time tonight. So I'm going to treat her like a piece of trash. What do you expect? What do you expect to happen?
Now, DDS is 100% correct. That's the way men see it. I mean, there's just no getting around it. You can talk about, oh, you don't care as a woman, what what a man thinks. But I think that you do really care about what men think. Now, of course, not 100% of women do, but the majority do. And I'm here to let you know, my sisters, that when you dress like that, when you dress provocative, men see you in a certain light. Whether it's true or not, that's the way you're going to be perceived. And DDS is trying to tell women something. And I guess he said he's been telling women for years, but they haven't been listening. Now, I'm not a part of manosphere, never wanted to be manosphere. I don't put myself in those type of boxes or anything. But I know, just like he said, that men don't want their women out there like that. Not men who truly care about that woman. He does not want his woman out there twerking on tables and dressing like they dress today. We don't want that, especially for the women that we care about. Now, I'm just saying it. You guys know I just tell the truth here. Men do not want women who dress like that, who twerks on tables and all that old stuff, and sexual, being all sexual and stuff. Men don't like that. What he's telling you is true.
And listen, this is not an issue just with Black men. Listen, white men will do the same thing. Asian men, Hispanic, all of them will do the same. If a woman is presenting herself as a prostitute, you're not going to treat a prostitute like you would your mother or your wife. This is the part that I don't really want to drive home. Your presentation is important. It's very, very important. This is not about, it's got to circle back to the man. Once again, this is a perversion of what modern Black feminists love to do. They take something like what Miss Rashid said there, and they will pervert it to try to suit their narratives. And while doing so, it doesn't make any sense to functioning people. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So what do we have? What can we deduce from this? Is that she's dysfunctional. This woman is dysfunctional. She's probably not married, doesn't have a boyfriend, doesn't have children, for this exact rationale that she has. And it's all her fault. So let's get into it.
I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick-me also.
So here we go again with modern black feminists who want to label women that they don't agree with. Women who don't have a problem with getting married or having boyfriends or having children and having functional style relationships. What they want to do is they want to label them a negative term. This is what I talk about with the propaganda with modern black feminists. So the first thing that they do is they say, that's a pick-me. So any woman that has a man is a pick-me. According to a modern black feminist, that's what we have. Any black woman who has had a marriage or is married or has a boyfriend is labeled as a pick-me.
And that's the craziest shit that I've ever heard of. A pick-me. Most women, I mean, most women as girls dream of the day they're going to get married. That the man who wants to marry them is going to pick them. So you mean to tell me any woman who, like this brother said, has a boyfriend or a husband, more importantly, a husband. You have a husband, you're a pick-me. I mean, it's just wild to me. But I understand why women like this woman you see on the screen would use those type of negative I can't see the word. I can't get it out. But I can understand why this woman would see that as a negative, because in her life, she doesn't want that. So she sees that as a threat. She sees women like Fasila Rashad and other women, even women her age, who are out there married. She sees them as a threat, and it's a threat to her individual belief. She wants to be able to go out and do whatever she wants and dress the way she wants and have no structure in her life. And so when she sees another woman with that structure who isn't out there in the streets like that, for her that's a threat. Because naturally women know that they're not supposed to be out there like that. It's just in them not to be like that. That's why you'll see them in certain circumstances. If they're sitting down somewhere and some guys come in, they'll like cross their legs, or they'll make sure that their top is up high enough so people can't look down into them. They know instinctively, as a woman, as a female, certain things are not proper for them to do. But like a woman in this case here, she knows what she's doing isn't right, but she wants to, I guess, rebel against what a real woman, a real lady is all about.
See, this is a way to try to get women to turn lesbian or something. Like, this is some type of perverted bullshit going on. This is the internet bullshit, right? It doesn't hold up in real life. Actually, who the problem is her. She's actually the problem. She's actually the one, casting out labels and stereotypes on people. It's nobody else doing that.
Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this brother's live stream. The brother is live right now as I'm doing this video. He invited me over to his channel, and I'm over there as well. But I'm doing this as he's doing that. But what I want to do, I want to show you guys something here. And let me take this off the screen here. I want to show you guys something that this brother was talking about. And also I want to let you guys know that it's not it's not all black women. There's plenty of black women, even here on YouTube, that know this shit is embarrassing. It's BS. And so I'm going to show you this video, and it's done by Reva TV. Now, Reva is one of my favorite female YouTubers here. You know, I like the way she breaks everything down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play her video here. But this is what this brother is trying to show black women. And like I said, Reva TV breaks it down pretty well here. So let's check out Reva TV here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Reva TV's channel. If you're a black man or a black woman, go check her channel out, subscribe to her. Support the sister.
We have created this narrative based on our actions, our behaviors, to be these just unruly women, when that is not our history.
21-year-old sentenced to 1 year in prison in Dubai for touching a security guard's arm at the Dubai airport.
30 seconds, I promise you.
Put me in the cuffs.
According to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So what I'm about to show you guys is something that is just basically foolishness, okay? This woman decided to go out of the country to the Dominican Republic. I believe it's Punta Cana to be exact. And went on to, the ocean or whatever. And there were people who were there who were selling pineapples. So apparently, the person who sold her a pineapple overpriced it, and she was supposed to pay an amount, I believe, or she did pay an amount that was like even more than the ticket that she purchased to even get on this boat ride. So this was her reaction to that situation. I just gotta press play. So we can see the man who owns the raft in the red hat. You know, she is going into his personal belongings. She's throwing away, the stuff that he makes the drinks with. She's throwing out the pineapples out. She's standing on top of the raft, yelling at him, cursing him out. Tried to make a getaway thinking that, she was all arrogant and she was just going to get onto the boat immediately. Ended up falling off into the water. Like, this whole event, okay? As we can see, based on the scenery, there's all these other boats that are there. And the only person who is acting a clear fool that we see is this black woman from America. Okay? It ain't me who said it. It ain't me who did it. I'm just showing you the facts that we see in this video. Now, again, apparently this woman actually ended up getting a refund for the money that she paid, but she still decided to act a plumb fool outside of the country. My first initial, thoughts about this situation was it could have never been that serious. Okay? It could have never been that serious. You are always going to be able to, rectify situations when you are in a calm manner way better than you are going to rectify a situation by being rah, ghetto, hood rat. I'm a woman, even though you a man, I could take you. Like, it's never going to work out in your favor. All you had to do was communicate with this person, but you now going out of your way to destroy this man's property, a local to the country, a country that you do not belong to, is foolishness. And it immediately reminded me of the situation of, the first scenario of the woman who was, another black woman from the U.S. who went to Dubai and was, arrested and detained, had people all out trying to come out for her and help her and assist her because she was not following the rules.
With screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
Now, again, similar to the situation that happened here with the pineapples, it was something that had to do with, her being overcharged.
She was a passenger in a friend's rental car, and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money.
And, she wasn't having that because, ain't nobody gonna try to get me. I'm gonna get them. And got into this, verbal altercation with this person at the car rental place because of her allegedly, getting scammed or being overcharged or whatever the case is.
She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
I wish that some of these rules and regulations would become, rules and regulations here in the U.S. Because I got to tell you, as a black
that's River TV right there. So I just wanted to show you guys just a little bit of her. She understands what's going on with these sisters here in the States, and she also understands that black women should not be acting that way. And so, unfortunately, when you act that way, and there's going to be consequences. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to DDS here.
Keep going.
I already peeped the game when she was riding for Bill Cosby. I don't feel like getting into all of that, but she was on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about the way that women dress today. Now, she's entitled to her opinion. That's totally fine. And I was okay with the message until she said, and most importantly, no man wants a woman that dresses whatever way they were talking about. Why is that the most important element?
Actually, that's not what she said. What she said was, specifically was, no man wants his woman to be dressed and acting in that nature. There's a difference. There's a subtle but important difference there.
I agree with him. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end my live stream. I'm going to go over and give my full attention to his live stream. But I just want to let you guys know, sisters going to have to find out one way or the other that what they're doing, they should not be doing. They should not be dressing the way they do or acting the way they do, because it's going to, in the end, it's going to backfire on them. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for coming over, checking out my live streams and my videos. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also, too, if you have the capability to go ahead and share this live stream out. Go over and check out Riva TV. That sister's good over there. Go check out DDS as well. That brother got a good channel over there. As well. It's Straight Talk with Marvel 318 is the name of his channel. Again, Straight Talk with Marvel 318. The number 318. Peace, everybody. Take care and be safe.